What's up, y'all? It's Tony, and this is a new episode of the ItsTony podcast. If you're new here, like, comment, and subscribe. Most of the people that, if you're watching this, you're new here, so thank you for watching. We're gonna be speaking about the Kendrick Lamar concert, and I want to shout out to DJ Head, bro, because I feel like he deserved more light in this. He is solidified in history. Drake had DJ Academics and other people to speak on his behalf. Kendrick Lamar, only person that we really had on his side to speak for him was DJ Head. DJ Head is not a streamer. He doesn't boast. He's not a person that's gonna be in front of the camera a whole bunch just like talking and moving, pushing propaganda to the fans to side with Kendrick. He just said, oh, he might have posted a tweet, oh, he's dropping, or oh, he talking to DJ Academics or something like that. But he never was just out in the front pushing like propaganda and try to sway the fans or nothing like that. I believe that his role was important because without him, we would have just heard a lot of DJ Academics and everybody that was more on Drake's side, and we would have never heard Kendrick's side because Kendrick don't talk, nobody in TDE talk, so they needed somebody, and he was that somebody for them. So I want to shout out DJ Head. Then I want to shout him out because his set was fire to me. I didn't know all the people that he brought out, but some of the people that he brought out that was fire to me was the Cuzzos. It was a woman-led group, rap group from the West, and they were fire. Their energy was fire. The way their bars bounced off each other, the way it just sounded like they was having fun. I'm gonna be honest. When it comes to women rapping and women rap artists, not all of them have the bars, like have great bars. Some of them do. I'm not gonna generalize, but a lot of what draws my attention to women artists and male artists too, that's not the heaviest with pen, is their energy. Like, I just like how they could bring, like, oh, you know that they there. You see them there. I didn't know who the Cousins were, but by their energy, by the way that they was interacting with each other, it looked like they was having a party on the stage, and I wanted to be a part of it. They just looked lit. The next person that DJ had up was RJ Mr. LA. Another person, I did not know who that was, but his energy, his charisma on stage, it drew me in. And he was the only one, like, it was a few people that the crowd didn't know just like I did. But something about RJ, I guess he's a known artist, and I don't want to disrespect him in his craft. So of course, people may know him. I'm on the East. I'm from New York, so I might not know all of the West Coast rappers. But even they were feeding off his energy. And it felt like, nigga, he's supposed to be here. He made it known, like, you might not know him, but he's somebody that you should pay attention to. And I fucked with that. The next person they had up there was Westside Boogie. And I know Westside Boogie. I listened to his albums. I think he's a good rapper. He reminds me of Kendrick. He did a freestyle on Sway in the Morning where he did a freestyle over the Sing About Me Kendrick Lamar beat. And that's one of my favorite songs. And he bodied it. He went on stage. He sung a song. He rapped a song I knew. And his energy, the way he demanded attention from the crowd is why I thought it was fire. I think that if the crowd doesn't know you, if they're not familiar with you, I think that it's your job to try to get them in, make them feel like they missing out. That's what the Cousins did, that's what RJ Mr. LA did, and that's what Westside Boogie did. I feel like Westside Boogie, he made it a mission. He made it his objective to be like, niggas, y'all is sleep. I'm one of them. And he's one of them to me. He's one of the new up-and-coming artists that I think is fire. Another artist that is new up-and-coming, but I don't know like that, but he's on TDE, and I fuck with most of the people on TDE, is Ray Vaughn. And Ray Vaughn went up there. He spit a freestyle. I believe it's a freestyle or a song. It don't really matter. He rapped up there. He rapped his ass off. He had the bars, and he had the energy. What else you want from a rapper? If you listen to music, what else you want? You want them to have bops, you want them to be able to rap, and you want them to have energy to demand attention, demand you to look on the stage, and that's what he did. But when he came on there, I felt like it wouldn't, like, when he came on the stage, I could not stop thinking about another artist that he reminded me of. The first artist he reminded me of being a new artist, and they wasn't really messing with Ray Vaughn when he first came on. He had to demand, he told DJ had to drop the beat and he rapped a cappella and it brought the crowd in, it reminded me of Ari Lennox. You remember when Ari Lennox was talking about how it was hard for her on the Rod Wave tour because people were throwing stuff, and I don't feel like they had any right to throw stuff at her. But she also spoke about how it felt like they weren't there for her. And to be honest, in concerts, you're not there for the people, the openers. You're there for that headliner. But it's the duty of the openers to get your attention by any means necessary. Not cry about them not giving you their attention. It's about making them give you their attention. That's what Rayvon did. That's what the Cuzzos did. That's what RJ, Mr. LA did. That's what Westside Boogie did. Ari, that's what she had to do. That's what she should do next time. She shouldn't be discouraged. She should, next time, oh, y'all not going to pay attention to me? Pay attention to me? I'm going to do something to make y'all pay attention. That's what she should do. And I couldn't stop thinking about another former TDE artist, Reason. I've seen Reason go back and forth with TDE and stuff like that, and then a couple of days before the Juneteenth concert, he got released, which he seemed happy about. But to me, I felt like that was a dumb bozo move, and the timing just exemplified why it was a dumb move. Rayvon, a TDE up-and-coming artist, he goes on the stage, he does that, and he makes a moment out of what he did. I know everybody might not be care about who Rayvon is, but me, a nigga that just like finding new artists, Rayvon stood out to me. If I see a Rayvon artist, I might give it an opportunity. Reason is more known than Rayvon. He's talented, he can rap and stuff too. Why wouldn't he stay with the TDE method? Why wouldn't he stay over there? He could have been on the stage with all of this publicity and made a moment. He was talking about wanting to put music out and feed his fans. Bro, when you're part of TDE, you just have to understand that their time is what they believe works. It worked for J-Rock. It worked for Schoolboy Q. It worked for Kendrick. It worked for SZA. Why he couldn't just trust the process? And what makes him look more like a bozo is that he could have been on that stage. He could have used that stage to show that, yo, people want to hear me. People want to see me. He could have been on that stage and took over. That's a missed opportunity that he did. That's the end of the DJ headset. All of those new up-and-comers, they smoked it. I feel like DJ had curated it and put them in a great order to show their talents. They used that stage wisely and knew that this event was important. This was history. The next set was DJ Mustard's set. The first person that I want to talk about is Rowdy Rich. I made a video maybe a couple of weeks ago talking about Rowdy Rich and how people were saying he fell off and stuff like that. And I thought it was harsh that people were saying that. I thought that people were just bandwagoning on other people saying that he fell off, so they were saying he fell off too. To me, Rowdy Rich is good. And when he went on that stage, you see that he has the skills. He has the aura. He has whatever word or adjective you want to use to say that he can be a star still. He has that. He played box. He played all of his hits. And on stage, he sounded great. He sounded like an artist that's here to stay. He doesn't sound like he fell off. He even said it. They said we fell off. Like, nigga, they singing my song. I'm going to be good. All Rowdy Rich got to do is put out good music. Don't try to chase your first album. Don't try to chase none of that stuff that everybody else is doing. Trust yourself and show that you ain't fall off. You ain't go nowhere. The next person that was on Mustard's stage was... No, I'm not going in order, so don't think that I'm going in order. I'm just saying about the people that brought attention to me or that I remember. So after Rowdy Rich, I want to talk about Tyler, the Creator. Tyler, the Creator is fucking tough. I know that it's been a long period of time of us having the big three, Kendrick, Cole, and Drake. A part of that, like the big three that's pushing rap. But if y'all seen how Tyler, Creator goes on that stage on a crowd that, in my opinion, I didn't think would accept him because he's not a traditional rapper. Like how he moves, with the clothes he wear, the way he talks, the jokes that he makes. Everybody's not accepting of him. They would consider him weird or non-traditional. When he went on that stage, he fit right in. He demanded everybody's attention. He looked like a superstar. He looked like, after the big three, Tyler the Creator is him of the new era. Of after the big three, he is the one that's going to be the face. I know y'all might have y'all favorites, y'all other favorites, Lil Baby and them. To me, Lil Baby is a nigga that fell off. I know y'all might have them as the new era. To me, Tyler Creator, I know he's not a new era rapper. He's been out for a long time, but he is the new face of rap. I seen it when he went on that stage. He cooked. I was surprised. I'm not gonna lie. I was surprised, not because I didn't think he was talented enough, but I was surprised about, one, how like massive of a draw he is, but also that I didn't know Tyler Creator was from the West Coast, and it made me think, damn, the West Coast is fucking talented. They got mad talent. Another person I was surprised was from the West Coast, but it's because I don't really listen to him like that. I just know a couple of his songs. Was Steve Lacy. When he went up there and did his 2 songs, another person that's not traditional, like a singer, like he sounds good, but he's not like, I don't feel like he fits in a box of just a singing guy, singing male artist, but he was good as well. And I'm like, dang, they got Steve Lacy, Rowdy Rich, they have all these people. The West got talent. I know we talk about the South being the face of hip-hop right now, but the West, all these niggas, they might be the face of hip-hop. The West might be. I know it might be recency bias, but this event showed me that the West got something to say, in the words of Tupac. The last person I want to talk about from DJ Mustard's set was YG. And he's another artist that I feel like fits in that Rowdy Rich. Oh, are they falling off? Oh, was this like help them in a career relaunch? I think that YG being on the set and being on the stage was very fucking smart. I think that this will help him capitalize on that momentum, and his next album or whatever will show that he is still one of them. When he went up there and did his old shit, fire. I feel like him and Rowdy Rich, they might be trying to recapture that first album and stuff like that, and how good that first album was. And it's hard because the stories that they was telling back then is when they was really, really hungry. They might not be that hungry anymore because they have what they wanted. They have the bag. But I think they have the talent to stay and be artists that are here for a long time, not just for a good time. One more thing I want to speak about Rowdy Rich and him just being smart and making a smart business move of being on this stage is that in an interview with Big Boy after the concert, he spoke about how he was supposed to go to Paris and he was contemplating going to Paris or doing a pop out and show niggas concert, the Kendrick Lamar concert. And he chose the concert, which was very smart. And I want to highlight that it was smart because going to Paris and doing Fashion Week, what would that have brought you? Like, what momentum would that have brought you with a new album coming out? For niggas to be like, oh, he dressed cool. The being on that stage was very smart, and everybody that went on that stage is very smart. Y'all capitalized on a fucking piece of art. Y'all capitalized on a moment in history. I think everybody that was up there, mad smart. Then, finally, my GOAT, Kendrick Lamar. He came out, he started with Euphoria. A lot of people is like, they like, dang, I didn't know he was going to start like that. Me, I wasn't surprised. I think this nigga is smart, calculated, and he knows his moves. Later on in his set, he does make a mistake to me, but I'm going to speak about what the stuff that he did before that was very smart. So he ended up bringing up J-Rock, Schoolboy Q, and Ab-Soul, and it was like a black hippie reunion, and that's what everybody wanted to see, so it was a big moment. Smart. You know Kendrick is smart. I think that the songs he chose were great. I heard people saying they wanted him to play more of the B-side, like B-side records from his albums. Like, I would want to hear Barbed Wire sing about me. I would want to hear ADHD, all of those B-side records, but not on this stage. I feel like this stage was just play your hits, and a whole bunch of casuals is going to be watching because they want to see you play Not Like Us. So capitalize off of this moment of getting the casuals on your side, and just feeding the people that may not know like how big you are and may think like, oh, you just a little nigga going against Drake. No, you got hits too. He played all of his slaps. It was smart. But the mistake that he made, to me, and I believe it is a vital mistake, it is a bad mistake on his part, was bringing out Dr. Dre. It was a bad move on his part because as soon as I seen Dr. Dre, I watched the whole concert in my car. I was driving and I watched it in my car, blasting it. I was doing shit. I could have just sit down and watch it on TV. So when I watched it off my phone in my car, as soon as Dr. Dre came on, I was like, yo, this nigga's a legend. He brought a legend. Hopefully Snoop will come. And then in the back of my head, I'm like, Dr. Dre, don't he have a history of domestic violence? So I went to Twitter, and Twitter is fucking fast. Somebody on Twitter said, Dr. Dre got a weird case. Why is he around? And that's when I said, yes, it was a mistake. Even though he's a legend, I feel like it played into the angle that Drake had. And even though I didn't see a whole bunch of people saying stuff about Dr. Dre, in my opinion, it was a big mistake because I don't feel like you should play into the person you're going against hand. If they have an angle about you having domestic violence and stuff like that, I don't feel like you should show them that you don't care about that. I don't feel like you already ignored it and didn't or Not Like Us didn't address it. Don't be around people that might have domestic violence, or don't be around somebody that has a weird case. After you saying on this big ass song, he got a weird case, why is he around? It's played into all of the naysayers' hands. It played into all of the Drake stands' hands. I seen more a big Drake stand say, oh, that DV set was fire. Now, that's what a lot of Drake fans are trying to do. They trying to poke holes in everything to be like, oh, Kendrick is a weirdo too. Kendrick is da-da-da-da because Kendrick took the angle of the pedophile angle. So now they're trying to be like, oh, you want to be morality police? You want to put this angle on him? We're gonna see that you're not better than him, da-da-da-da, which was dumb from the beginning. But I'll get back to that. I feel like he played into his hand. I feel like he shouldn't have broke Dr. Dre. He didn't need him. He should have tried to get Snoop. And the thing with people saying stuff about Dr. Dre being on the stage, the only thing I would combat that with is saying, oh, Maul said, yo, I like that DV set, but I don't think nobody had no uproar when Dr. Dre was at the Super Bowl. Nobody said nothing about Dr. Dre being on the Super Bowl. Nobody brought it up. But now you're doing it because your man is losing? Niggas just pick and choose when they want to do stuff. Niggas just pick and choose when they want to have outrage, only when it benefits their argument. There's a bunch of people that have bad history with DV and people who don't say nothing. Chris Brown. We see niggas pants to get a picture with him. We see people still fuck with Dr. Dre. We see people didn't believe Cassie until the video came out. We see people, me included, I will say it. People have accusations behind them and we ignore them. Joe Budden has a bunch of accusations behind him and people ignored it. People still fuck with it. So how can everybody be morality police and then just ignore that when that happens? Another thing I wanted to speak about that I said I was going to get back to is the angles that people took in this beef and the how dumb the Drake fans are. I said I was going to get back to how Drake chose the DV angle versus Kendrick choosing the pedophile angle. I feel like Drake fans have to also understand that this all happened because of Drake. The TMZ rap, the angles, the personals, all of this happened because of Drake. Drake started by talking about Whitney. In the beginning, this is how it started. Like that happened. he said, fuck the big three, it's just big me. Drake comes out with push-ups. He says Whitney. He says Whitney. He says his woman's name. He says Kendrick's woman's name. Then he comes out with Taylor Made, where he basically said, Drake hangs out with younger women, it gotta be true. I heard it on the Joe Budden podcast, basically trying to use an angle that he think will be used against him and be like, nah, that's not, like, don't pay no attention to that. He brought up that angle too. So he initiated the pedophilia angle against him, and he brought up he made it personal with the Whitney thing. Kendrick comes back and he says, let's not do that. He said, I don't want to go that crazy. Like, let's chill. That's what he said in Euphoria. And Kendrick responds with you don't know about being a good father. To me, I don't think you don't know about being a present father. To me, that's not extreme as naming somebody's fiance. It was dumb to me. He went personal before Kendrick even did that. So Kendrick does the present father thing. Then Drake double downs and think that he's killing shit on Family Matters, and he says, oh, your best friend is fucking your wife, and your son is actually Dave Free's son. Then he says that Kendrick beats his wife. So Kendrick says, okay, let's go to hell. You're a pedophile. Drake knew that was an angle. Why would you go personal if you're not able to combat the angle that comes out about you? He tried to combat the angle with the Heart Part 6, but it wasn't good enough. It sounded like he was copping a plea. He sounded like he was explaining himself like he was in defeat. It wasn't good enough. So that's where I'm confused with how Drake stands like, oh, Kendrick is milking his beef. Pause. Kendrick is going too far. He played Not Like Us 4 times. Why is he doing all of this? Nigga, your man went personal. If he didn't want all of that to come, why would he go personal? If you watch battle rap, you go personal, somebody's going to go personal with you. For instance, go watch T-Top versus Arsenal. Arsenal puts out a video of a girl that T-Top is messing with, doing something sexual. So, T-Top rebuttals it. And goes personal too. Like, nobody was mad at that. No, them two weren't mad at that. They know if somebody go personal, you could go personal too. The fans shouldn't be like, oh, he shouldn't do that. He shouldn't do that. Nigga, stop bitching. This is battle rap. I don't even hear Drake coming out saying, oh, he's doing Not Like Us too much. Drake can't even say that because when he was going against Meek, he was going crazy. The nigga was wilding. He said he played the song. He was in a hotel above Meek, playing the song over and over. Then the nigga performed it at OVO Fest with a free Meek shirt on, with a whole bunch of memes. Like, why are you Drake fans acting so sensitive? This is battle rap. Y'all can't be hypocrites. Nobody in this could be hypocrites. Everybody gotta stay. It's no neutral, but everybody gotta stay unbiased or try to stay unbiased. Kendrick is my GOAT. I think he made a mistake by bringing Dr. Dre out. Y'all can say it as well. But just like I can say he made a mistake, I can say Drake made a mistake. The Drake stands cannot do that. The nigga Maul, if you go watch Rory and Maul podcast, the nigga is, I don't even know what Maul is doing, bro. When he was on Joe Budden podcast, I thought the nigga was just a chill nigga, bro. The nigga is crashing out for another nigga, bro. The nigga, I never seen Maul raise his voice. I never seen him be so, I don't even know, all that energy. I never seen that. I watched the Joe Budden podcast for years. I've never seen him get out of his body like he doing for Drake. Against Kendrick, it's like Kendrick did something to this nigga. The nigga can't be unbiased. He can't see that the pedophile angle was there. It fell in his lap. Your man even said it. He knew that was an angle that could be used against him. He just didn't think Kendrick would do it that well. Regardless, at the end of Kendrick's set, after Dr. Dre came out, Dr. Dre did the "Shh, I See Dead People." Kendrick did the song for 5 times, and he smoked it. The next day, he was doing the stuff for the video, and people saying he's milking the beef, pause, he is being extra, da da da. I seen a tweet that makes perfect sense. The stuff that we not understanding is that back in the days, when you had a song, you would build up to the music video. It wasn't just like song, then video. Now everything is so fast that we just thinking that a song come out, the video is supposed to come out. No, this is a time in history. It can go slow. This can really be a song of the summer. Then Kendrick come out. That's what I want to. That's the next step I want to see. What Kendrick does next. And I was watching the Joe Budden podcast, and he was talking about what he think will happen next for Kendrick, and they were saying they think he would come out with like a more fun, like Damn album. And I think he will go like more West Coast. I hope it's more West Coast, but I don't really give a fuck. Whatever Kendrick put out, I'm going to listen to. I believe and trust in my GOAT that is going to be fire. Another thing I want to say about the Joe Budden podcast is they kinda, when Joe talked about that summer slump, like niggas is just get whack. These niggas is like coasting. Like even the reaction to the fucking concert, A Moment in History, was just whack. They didn't want to talk about Drake. Like why niggas don't want to talk about Drake when Drake is a part of history right now. Even if he's losing, I know niggas want to say focus on only Kendrick. Yeah, da da da. That's cool. Kendrick my goal. I would love for everybody to just only focus on Kendrick and how great he is. But Drake is a part of this. We need to like show that Drake, he did bring Kendrick out. Drake and Cole brought him out. Cole quit or whatever, da da da. So he's not a part of this part. But Kendrick, Cole and Drake brought him out, and they did bring the best out of him. I don't think Kendrick makes to me, I believe Not Like Us is an easy ass song for him to make. I think All Right was a way harder hit for Kendrick to make than Not Like Us. Not Like Us, I feel like he made that in his sleep. We have to credit Drake for that, bro. Even all of the stuff where like niggas be like hip hop is dying and shit like that, and his mumble da da da. Drake is a part of bringing Kendrick out and making niggas rap. Kendrick made niggas rap. Drake made niggas rap. Kendrick did great on his songs rapping. Drake did great on his songs rapping. They both did great. They both gonna be legends at the end of this. At the end of the day, they both gonna be greats. And all I'm gonna say is sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. My nigga is the GOAT, man. My nigga is the fucking GOAT. Thanks for watching, y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe. It's the ItsTony podcast. I'm Tony. Thank you for watching.